Thank you for coming to the interview. Can you tell me a little bit about your education?
I was better at math than English. I had mostly A's and B's. There was one class I had a D in, but which was Algebra 1, but it was not dealing with add, subtract, multiply, divide.
I assume that was all in high school?
Yes.
What was your best subject when you went to high school?
PE, weight training.
Weight training and PE?
Yep.
What about the more academic subjects?
Math and science, animal science.
Do you think you were very strong at those things?
Yes.
And did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
What year did you graduate?
09.
Did you have a regular diploma?
Yes.
Very good. And how was high school for you? Did you find it difficult, or
yes.
Was it easy?
Difficult.
Or how come?
Because you were just sitting down, and I like to move around.
Would you like a job where you just sat down all the time?
No.
What kind of job do you think you would like?
I'm moving around one.
Well, tell me about some jobs that you could do that you would be moving around.
Strength lifting of certain made boxes.
Explain that to me a little better.
Stocking, like in
Where would you be doing the stocking?
a supermarket.
Mm-hmm. What else would you do in the supermarket?
Carry out bags for people.
Mm-hmm.
And I can face the aisles too.
What does facing mean?
You bring everything up to the front like this.
What do you mean by everything? What's everything?
Every item.
So the various items in the supermarket are on shelves, and then you bring them all forward. And why do you do that? What's the purpose of doing that?
So it looks nice and customers can reach the front item.
Very good. I think that's exactly why people do facing. So tell me a little bit about your job experience.
I've been at community market almost 3 years.
And what's the main job that you have?
I do bagging, facing, cart getting, and stocking.
And what's your favorite job of all of those things?
Facing, but I like the other ones pretty well too.
Have you had any other jobs besides that job?
No.
What kind of activities did you do while you were in high school besides going to classes?
I did basketball and track.
And anything else that you did in high school that you enjoyed?
Math, usually.
Other than classwork. What else did you like about high school? What did you enjoy?
Radio, TV class.
How about other than classes, when you were not in class? What were you doing?
After school, you're to me?
Yeah, after school would be fine. Did you participate in school activities?
Only the sports.
What's some of your strengths? What's the good things about you?
Strong.
And what else? What would make you a good worker?
If I did not switch tasks repeatedly, maybe one after every half hour.
Explain that to me a little bit. Give me some examples.
If I switch tasks like repeatedly, just in 1 minute each, that does not work and I get messed up pretty badly. But if I only do it every half hour, and if I stay on the one task for a whole half hour straight, I do just fine. And I can go over the half hour limit if I have to.
So if you have a job that lasts a half hour, and then you have to switch to another job, you're okay about that?
Yes.
What about if you're working for 10 minutes and then you switch? What happens?
I just lose complete focus, and then I will either have to slow down, or I just can't, or I'll mess up and maybe break it something by mistake.
And what would you do if that happened?
I would just have to slow down for 20 minutes on my work, but still get things done.
Could you go tell somebody that, or would you just keep that to yourself?
So, that I broke something, or?
No, that you were having a hard time switching from one task to another.
Well, I'm better at telling people than I used to, but I don't tell many people all the time.
If I'm going to hire you for this job, why should I hire you? What's the good things about you that I need to know?
That I will do anything you tell me. If I was to be told to go get something just by words, I would not. And if I've not done it more than 3 times, I would have no clue what you're talking about. An example would be someone asked for me to go get an item out of the cooler, but they didn't say produce cooler, and I thought they meant dairy cooler. So I just had to go get the manager there at that time to help me with that.
So you went and got help, but you didn't know exactly what to do.
Yes, and if it was written down, I would know.
So, is that a good thing about you?
Not that part, no. That was one negative part, and then that was the other positive.
What's the good things about what you just told me?
That I will do my work very, very well. I will do what you say.
And I think it's also good that you said to me, if it's written down, I can follow it. So you're telling me what you need. If I want you to do something and I can write it down, what I want is a person that can do a good job.
Yes.
So myself as the manager, I'm going to write it down so that you do a good job. That's how I can help you be a good worker. And how you can be a good worker is tell me those things, like you just did. What about things you have to work on? What kind of things would you like to work on to make yourself a better worker?
Well, if I switching more frequently, if I do ever have to do it in more than a half hour, I can do that for a short amount of time, but then I couldn't do it otherwise.
So is that something you're going to work on?
Yes.
So you would work on being able to switch and being able to cope with that a little better.
Yes.
Because if you work in a supermarket, you do have to switch around a lot, don't you?
Yes.
And when did you switch around? What would be the circumstances where you would be expected to switch around?
Well, sometimes it's been just every minute that does not work.
But why is it every minute? Why do they want you to switch every minute?
Well, it's not the managers, the cashiers. I might see no one there and go back. I had told the manager before that what if I just stayed up there but if another thing is just coming in a minute, and it said no to that because then he's paying me for doing nothing.
That's right. Is that a good point by the manager?
Yes.
Yes, it is a good point. Yes. Is there anything else you want to tell me about yourself?
I have the Asperger syndrome of autism, which is not the worst kind of autism, but it's just the switching around things that will affect me the most.
How else does it affect you? Your Asperger's syndrome.
Well, if I do have to switch 2 tasks in a row, and then maybe if there's a third one in there, I just can't do that.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me?
If something is said to me just by words like go get that or go get that, I will not know if I haven't done it more than 3 times.
Okay. So you're telling me that it may take you a little longer to learn things, but that once you learn it,
I can
you
do
said
it
3 times, on that 4th time and the 5th time and the 6th time, you're going to be okay.
Correct.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you for having an interview with me. Very good. Thank you. Okay.